How do you grow your leadership altitude? Let's go practical. Let's consider this. If you are walking, you will never move upwards. If you want to move above the ground, you've got to go through the jumping process. You go down low so that you can move up higher. The lower you go, the higher you jump. That's very natural. Now, here is the deal. In life, you go down low and then you have to stay right there enough to build your momentum to rise above the rest. What really happens when you go down low? Let me take you through the process. You humble yourself around people because most of what you learn is with the people, and this means swallowing your pride to listen more than speaking. Quoting Napoleon Hill, he said that listening well is a great accomplishment than speaking well. Then you sacrifice job for work because your leadership is your lifestyle. You need the time to grow something special in you. You need more time to read and learn. So most of the time you go broke. Now what really is the result of this? Pain. I feel pain already being at this position. People may take your humbleness for weakness. People may take your sacrifice to be out of job as your inability to do a job, and that in return hurts. I have got my own story, the grade A approach to life. Please find time to go through that. Find the link in the description below. I have experienced it all. Having failed in my best subject, in an exam of huge significance in one's life, the final exam in my secondary school education, national exam, Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education, KCSE. That was in 2007. And then in the year 2008, as my peers were pursuing college education, I decided to go down low. I decided to go for the KCSE again for the second time. And I stayed there for a very long time, taking KCSE for the third, the fourth, and the fifth time again. Staying humble, staying patient, enduring the tough times, because the lower you go, the tougher it gets. It's a lonely place, but then the rise is massive, meteoric rise. And what a privilege to get to rise in the fullness of myself with the proper self-concept. The rise is unstoppable. Leadership demands self-growth. You can't lead others if you cannot lead yourself. When Barack Obama spoke of making tough choices when easier ones are available, I always feel the importance to do so. The reason as to why some of us may sacrifice more, because we want more. Leadership demands that you sacrifice more. For your leadership altitude to be higher, great sacrifices are of necessity. That is why it is very difficult for the so-called leaders of today to serve people well if they don't put in the sacrifice required. My question to you, what is your leadership attitude?